Adrenaline. All right. I thought this would be fun. I'm going to try to predict Cody Rhodes' next opponent. I'm assuming he is going to compete in Berlin at Bash in Berlin or Bash at Berlin or whatever they're calling the PLE. I don't know if he's going to be a part of Hell in a Cell. I would assume he'd be a part of that as well. But it's pretty interesting. I looked at the overall WWE current main roster from SmackDown and Raw, and it's a very interesting situation that Cody Rhodes is finding himself in because you have the return of Roman Reigns. So the beginning of the Bloodline Civil War has just kicked into gear, if you will. Roman Reigns returned at WWE SummerSlam 2024, being there live, seeing 57,000 people roaring in that stadium was an experience that I'll never forget. One thing that I know Solo will never forget is looking at the OG Tribal Chief come out and hit him with the Superman punch. So just, who is going to be facing Cody Rhodes now that Solo is a little tied up with Roman Reigns? It's a great question, and I think it's something that we should be asking. So I'm here to attempt to predict Cody Rhodes' next opponent. Quickly glancing at the WWE roster and the kind of history with Cody Rhodes and the Undisputed Championship, it is safe to assume that Solo Sikoa could get a rematch with Cody Rhodes. But let's break that down just a little bit here. If Cody Rhodes were to give Solo Sikoa a rematch, what are the odds that it will turn out the exact same way as SummerSlam? Roman Reigns saving the day, involving himself in some form or fashion, Jacob Fatu even hobbling down or hopping on one foot down to the ring to interfere, Tama and Tonga, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton. I mean, it just kind of seems like they hit us with the kitchen sink and everything else they could at SummerSlam for a reason, to close the chapter on Solo and Cody and to open the chapter for Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. So let's cross Solo Sikoa out for a second. And actually, I was going to say Jacob Fatu would have been a good second challenger there, a second option, but he apparently has injured his foot. I originally thought he did an amazing sell job, but it looks like he's walking around with a boot and it doesn't look too good. So let's cross him out as well. And I also believe, truthfully, he's getting close to becoming my tribal chief. I'm gonna put my finger in the air and acknowledge Jacob Fatu really, really soon, because that's how much I believe in him and his future in the WWE. But I still think it's a little too soon to be pulling the trigger and putting him in the ring with Cody Rhodes. And I don't know if that's the right idea to do that in Berlin. And plus, he's got a record. Homeboy is, he's a gangster. I don't know if they're going to allow him in Germany. They pulled some perks to get him into Canada. Germany, I don't know. But no, all kidding aside. So Solo and Jacob, let's take them out of the equation. Quickly glancing at the SmackDown roster for just a second, there's not a whole lot of fresh challengers that are set up and prepared for a matchup with Cody Rhodes. You have Logan Paul. He's taken 3 L's. Homeboy has taken 3 L's thus far. He took 2 L's while he was the U.S. champion or something like that, or 1 L while he was U.S. champion. Cody has already beaten Logan Paul. Don't know if we need to revisit that right now, and especially after he's just lost the United States Championship to LA Knight. So, and it's not like he's going to beat Cody Rhodes. So do we really want him dropping another L? Let's cross Logan Paul out for now as well. AJ Styles is slated to return to SmackDown. When AJ Styles returns to SmackDown, is he going to be in another match with Cody Rhodes? I don't know about you, and although I loved their series of matches they've had, AJ Styles has won zilch, nada. He has not won a single match in this series. So am I looking forward to AJ Styles against Cody Rhodes? Absolutely. Is it exciting, and have they built this up enough to where we feel that AJ Styles is a formidable opponent for Cody Rhodes going forward? Nah. So let's cross AJ Styles out as well. So we're going to say no to Logan Paul, no to Solo Sikoa, no to Jacob Fatu, and no to AJ Styles. So I'm looking at the roster and I'm thinking to myself, they've already had Randy Orton show up on Raw. He is from SmackDown, and they had some sort of a crossover there. Randy Orton is going to get a rematch with Gunther, but this time, instead of a King of the Ring final, it is for the WWE Championship. Now, we all know Randy Orton is a SmackDown guy, so let's just assume they did some sort of a talent trade. Well, I'll give you Randy Orton and put him on Raw and give him a match with Gunther. Now you give me a challenger so that I can put him in the ring against Cody Rhodes. That kind of makes sense, right? So just who would it be? Well, suddenly I got to thinking, and then all of a sudden I thought, oh, this is perfect. What if Cody Rhodes is out and he's cutting a promo, and then all of a sudden you hear this song?
He's American
And no, that's not going to be Hulk Hogan that comes out, but American Made. That is the name of Chad Gable's stable with the Creed brothers and presumably Ivy Nile. And I don't know why they wouldn't use that song. I mean, they're American Made, right? Chad Gable can come out and shoosh the audience and challenge Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Championship. I like it. But here's another thing. He's taken a lot of L's lately. I don't know. I mean, he's kind of wrapped up in the program with Otis. He's wrapped up in a program with Bo Dallas and the Wyatt Six. So I don't know if you want to take him from those two elements and then thrust him in a match with Cody Rhodes that he would most assuredly lose. But I just needed a reason to play American Made, and only long enough so I don't get copyright stricken. So let's cross Chad Gable out. But who else from WWE Raw side that could come over and wrestle Cody Rhodes and it seemed like he was formidable? So I'm looking and I'm thinking maybe Karrion Kross. Now, everybody knows that has been following this channel and not just looking at the Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio as the World Turn saga on my channel, but has actually been focused on the other content on my channel, knows that I'm a big Karrion Killer Kross fan. And I think that he, if given the opportunity, could really knock a big super program out of the park and could be a formidable opponent for Cody Rhodes. Do I see them pulling the trigger with Karrion Kross and giving him that opportunity by putting him on SmackDown and giving him a shot with Cody Rhodes in Berlin? Nah. I just don't see it. I don't think that they're ready to pull him away from this program, which is not the most exciting program with the New Day going forward, I must admit. And they're kind of in limbo with him aside from that. So I'm going to say nah on that. Okay, so Raw doesn't really have anybody that they could just kind of bring over aside from like Finn Balor or Damian Priest or Drew McIntyre, who all are exciting programs that could happen. I mean, hey, even CM Punk can walk up and say, I want a shot at the title, even though I lost my match with Drew McIntyre. Or Bronson Reed could even come out and tsunami splash Cody Rhodes and have blood spilling out of his mouth and get him carted off, and that would really propel Bronson Reed up the card because he not laid out Seth Rollins and then all of a sudden he lays out Cody Rhodes. But I just don't see any of those working out currently because they're already like in the midst of really, really important storylines going into Bad Blood, going into Bash at Berlin, going into Survivor Series. I don't know if they're going to pull them away and put them in a one-off against Cody Rhodes where they will most assuredly lose. Kind of a theme here. So I was kind of thinking Cody Rhodes is out, he's cutting a promo, and then all of a sudden this music hits. I am a real man. Okay. No, it's not Hulk Hogan, but hear me out. It is the real American Jack Swagger, and he's even got Dutch Mantel with him. We, the people. It's perfect, right? Jack Swagger can come back to the WWE and make claim for the WWE Undisputed Championship in a match against Cody Rhodes. It's a way that Triple H or Paul Levesque in the Paul Levesque era can stick it to AEW again by picking up somebody that they really didn't utilize well. And I mean, he's a fresh, challenge for Cody Rhodes. He can afford to lose. He doesn't have to show up on NXT. We've already known that he's a former champion. Dutch Mantel can come back to the WWE. That Real American stable with he and Cesaro was really super over. We, the people. Like, it would work. I would like to see that. I think it would be a fresh surprise. I think it could work. I mean, Cody Rhodes is essentially on his Hulk Hogan run right now. Currently, he's taking some aspects of that run and redoing it and freshening it up. And Jack Swagger is a tall, giant of a human being. He's got a MMA background, and I think he would work in a match at Berlin against Cody Rhodes. It doesn't have to be a main event because we all know Gunther is going to main event against Randy Orton. We know that. So this would be good for Cody Rhodes to do something supplementally until, he goes into Bad Blood and has another opponent. Do I think Jack Swagger is going to show up on SmackDown and attack Cody Rhodes? Nah. But hey, it's a good idea. I think it could work out. So instead of Jack Swagger, what if we get all of a sudden Cody Rhodes is in the ring and he's cutting a promo, and then we hear this? Brock Lesnar. No, I just don't see it. I really don't. But it would be hilarious if they put Randy Orton with Gunther and Brock Lesnar with Cody, knowing damn well they should have switched it around and had Randy Orton against Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar against Gunther. But it could be a way of kind of like slyly predicting where we might be seeing those programs later on, on the other side of the coin or whatever. I'm seriously sad that we haven't gotten the Randy Orton Cody Rhodes program yet, but I fully believe that that's something, as Alt Jake says. Alt Jake is somebody that I talked to during the Rumor and Innuendo chat, and he made a great point at Alt Jake on YouTube. He made a great point where he was talking about that being a summer WrestleMania program, and I 100% agree with him. I think that if you're going to do Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, then you need to have enough time to really, really talk about the history and really set that up as to be a huge deal, because that is a WrestleMania main event. And I don't know what they're going to do for WrestleMania. I don't know if we're going to see Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton and The Rock and Roman Reigns, but if those are going to be the double main events at WrestleMania, then we should have time to build to that, because it's going to be huge when it happens. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyways, back to playing music just long enough so I don't get cut off of YouTube. What if Cody Rhodes is cutting a promo and then it's apple juice? Yeah, John Cena. What if John Cena comes out and challenges Cody Rhodes? See, that's another thing. I just don't see John Cena risking getting booed in his retirement tour to come out and challenge Cody Rhodes. So we're kind of going in circles here with all of these ideas, and I just don't see any of these guys mentioning being formidable opponents. Now, another one that could happen is Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens could come out, snap again, turn, and attack Cody Rhodes, and then you got a program between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. They're friends, but I like what they're doing with Kevin Owens. I do feel like they're kind of spinning their wheels a little bit with him in his current program. I don't know if they're gonna really want to turn him heel thus far. I think it's kind of too soon, really, in my opinion, to go that route. But I mean, hey, stranger things have happened. Speaking of stranger things, Shinsuke Nakamura could come back and challenge Cody Rhodes, and they have a history going back. Cody Rhodes and Shinsuke could very well see Cody Rhodes against Shinsuke Nakamura. What about Cody Rhodes and Omos? Yeah, can you imagine those back and forth promos? It wouldn't be back and forth promo at all, actually, because Omos wouldn't really say much. So it's kind of interesting. I'm looking at the roster and I'm going, I don't know who Cody Rhodes is going to be facing at Bash in Berlin or who his next opponent is going to be, because I really don't see anybody in this current roster that is set up to challenge him and for it to be a match that, that gets the people talking, that gets, that's provocative in any way, shape, or form. The only person, seriously, when I look at the roster, that I can go, you know what? I can absolutely see that, unfortunately, is AJ Styles. AJ Styles, even though he's lost again, he's coming back, and I think he can start right back again and get into another program with Cody Rhodes. But if you had to ask me, after all this video and after playing all the music and everything, who I think Cody Rhodes is going to meet in Berlin, I'm telling you, I'm going to go with Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm going to go with Shinsuke. I think he comes back. I think he does the mist in the eyes. And I think we get Shinsuke Nakamura against Cody Rhodes at Berlin. I think it's the only program that he has left. It's got a history there. They can revisit that. And it's just a supplemental program to get Cody Rhodes to the next venture. This is his Hulk Hogan tour. This is his Hulk Hogan run. He's not a real American. He's an American nightmare. And wrestling Shinsuke Nakamura in Germany is just enough to get everybody off the AJ Styles and Logan Paul train and give him another opponent so that he can bridge off into the next program. But other than that, I mean, it would be pretty fucking badass if it was Brock Lesnar, I'll tell you that. But I just don't know if they're going to do that, and I don't know if they're ready, if the fans are. I know the fans are ready for something like that, but I don't know if it's too soon to bring Brock Lesnar back currently the way that things have been going. So truthfully, and all jokes aside and everything like that, I would love to see Cody Rhodes against Brock Lesnar from a professional wrestling standpoint. But if it's not Brock, then I'm going to go with Shinsuke Nakamura, because that's the only thing that I can think of that'll be fresh in a way for Cody Rhodes' current championship reign, because I don't know if revisiting AJ Styles or Logan Paul is the right thing for him going forward. But what do you guys think? Who do you think Cody Rhodes is going to be wrestling in Berlin and even at Bad Blood? Who is his next storyline? Who is his next feud? Is it just going to be a one-off match, or is it going to be something longer? You guys let me know in the comments. Thumbs up on the way out, you guys. It helps the community grow and outreach to more people so that the comments can flourish. We can get more of an opinion from other people and what they're thinking, and we can open up the conversation a little bit more, because in the portal of pro wrestling, it's all about the conversation. I love talking about pro wrestling with all of you guys, and I enjoy talking about the different theories and what we could do. I love that. So let's get more of that. So thumbs up so we can grow this community, you guys, so that you can see more of me going forward. So let me know in the comments, you guys, and as always, try and stay united, and I'll be seeing you soon.